What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Strainer1, and I've got a special video for you today. Everyone out there on this channel knows I love stealth, right? But stealth is not the only genre that I love. Another genre that I love is the space genre, you know, like Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen, those type of games. Really, I've always wanted to be an astronaut since I was a kid, but I couldn't because of how bad my eyes are and how I only see out of one eye. So now that games have just gotten to the point where they're looking so much more realistic and you can really feel like you can become, you know, whatever you want to be in any type of genre, the space genre is just a genre of games that I love to spend time in, where I'm not really recording as much or live streaming as much, but I'm just playing for the pleasure and enjoyment. Like, as a content creator, you play a lot of games, and when you play those games, you're excited about playing them, but at the same time, it also scares you because there's perfectionism that needs to be involved. The video has to look perfect, everything has to be perfect. But sometimes when I just play games just to play games and I'm not recording, I don't care all about that. You know, I just want to play it and I want to have fun. It's kind of like I get to be like you, that doesn't have to worry about recording and doing all that kind of stuff and putting it on YouTube and whatnot. So this is a game that I didn't really know too much about until a few weeks ago, and then I heard about it and then I was like blown away at the concept. This was made by one person. That's right, only one person made this entire game. It is in early access right now on Steam, and it is called SpaceBourne 2. There's also a SpaceBourne 1, of course, and I definitely recommend you go check that out, but I haven't even played that one. It's a full-fledged game as well. These can be found on Steam, and I thought that I would show you the first kind of tutorial experience that you get in SpaceBourne 2. So we're going to do this kind of like in a Let's Play format. As you can see, I'm playing in full screen. Everything is set up essentially to max. Yeah, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. This game it's quite amazing for what only one person has been able to achieve with this. It's still in early access, so there's a lot of bugs. The game could crash on me. There could be all kinds of things that happen. However, this video here is just to showcase, you know, what one person can do, given the love that they have for a game, and I'm just so excited to be able to show it off. So here we go. This is SpaceBourne 2. Let's check it out. So first things first is we're going to create a character. There's different attributes, backgrounds that you can do. You could be an adventurer, soldier, pilot. There's just all kinds of things that you can do in this game. So just for the sake of going on, you know, let's bring our intelligence up a little bit. We got 34 attributes. So I like to actually bring everything up to about a 10. Gives us a good start on everything. You're going to be able to deviate on how you want to play the game later on once you like get into it a little bit more, and that one can go up to 9. So the more you play, the more that's going to open up and will allow you to be able to play exactly how you want. If you want to be a mercenary, you can do that. You know, there's just so many different types of things that you can do in this, and it's pretty cool. So, all right, let's go into background, and you can choose which type you're going to be. You've got pirate, captain, freelancer, mercenary, explorer, and merchant, and you can see they all give you different types of bonuses. I'm going to go with the mercenary. We get a 10% damage bonus. Our handgun suit takes 10% less damage. Mercenary guild missions give you 10% more. Now you can change your appearance. Now remember, guys, this is made by one person, and it looks fairly decent. I'm very surprised. This is made in the Unreal Engine 4, and I'm just so impressed. And as you can see, there's all different kinds of things that you can choose. A little bit of detail, not too much, but at the same time, it actually looks pretty cool. We can even do the blind eye, like me, because I'm blind practically in my right eye. I do see shapes and stuff, but I only really see just a tiny bit out of my right eye, so that kind of fits my big boss type of persona there. You got different genders, of course, that you can select, and you can see there are all kinds of options that you can do, like my ear scale, or actually I like to do the ear angle a little bit, because that's kind of like how my ears are. I mean, there's just so much that you can dive into. You got different hair choices, and I think it looks really good. And the reason that all this matters is because this is a third-person game. So when you see your character, you're actually going to be able to see your character and take a look at him and see what he does. Let's go with that one right there. You can even change your tips color if that's what you want. Make it a little bit lighter, kind of like that. I like that look right there. That's fine by me. And then we can name him Center Train 01, and we're going to accept. But that's just a little look at the character creation. You can go a lot deeper than obviously what you just saw of me. There's also female you can choose, and it's going to bring us right in. So another thing I want to add is this game is made up of entirely AI voice generation. Excuse me. So what that means is that every character that you hear voice in this game is done by a text-to-speech program. So this is just something I believe the developer said that is only temporary. He's going to get actual voice actors, but it just goes to show what the technology can do and how...
It's about time you woke up. The burden of doing nothing all day has taken a toll on you. Come see me at once. We need to talk.
I love that. It's kind of realistic because it actually sounds like it would sound coming from a radio or some sort like that. But here you go. So everything you hear is done randomly, like AI text-to-speech. So some of the audio is going to be a little bit weird and jarring, but look at the shadow. Look at the... I mean, it's going to be freaking cool. Just wait. So let's go ahead and head to where we need to go. This is like one of the many thousands of ports that you're going to be able to go to. This is literally thousands, or I'm not even sure how many. There's so many different star systems and different things that you can actually go to. This is what I always hoped Elite Dangerous would have ended up being, because it gives you that space adventure exactly like how you would want. Now, I would definitely say it's not as realistic as Elite Dangerous, of course, but I mean, it's just really, really cool. So let's go ahead and do this kind of first tutorial mission here.
It's been 4 moons. When do you plan on paying my rent?
As soon as I can. There aren't any good prospects right now. I promise I'll pay a 4 year's rent soon.
Why don't you consider doing more routine work? Our connector always has many freelance jobs available. When was the last time you spoke to him?
I talk to him every day, but I can't find a suitable job for my ship.
Be quiet and listen to me for once in your life. You know how much I love you and how much respect I have for your father. I can't good conscience allow you to continue wasting away your life like this. I've let things slide for far too long. It's about time that you started carrying your own weight around here, so I need you to do something for me. You will go and get a freelance job from Connector.
Okay, Arabelle. Yes, I promise. All right. So your character doesn't actually voice himself, which is kind of weird. I'm surprised they didn't do that. But maybe it will in the end. But this is just the on-foot part, right? There's even little clouds in the sky and stuff like that. Just wait till this game opens up. Right now, to you, it probably seems very generic and all that kind of stuff, but just wait. It's going to blow your mind. Do you have any interesting jobs I could do?
As a matter of fact, I was looking for a pilot to take an old woman to the Ferranda station.
Got anything with a little more action? My guns are rusty. They could use a little laser lubing if you catch my drift.
Well, there is this one combat mission, but they specifically requested a minimum of SX for class ships.
What is my ship's class?
That thing shouldn't even be categorized as a ship. It's made up of so many different ship parts. I couldn't even begin to guess its class, let alone its usefulness. You know it's a miracle it hasn't torn itself apart just leaving the atmosphere.
Just give me the mission already.
Okay, I'm going to stick my neck out a little for old time's sake. But if anyone asks, just say you made a false statement about your ship's class. I don't want to lose my license over your crazy antics.
Thanks, Cuver. I owe you one.
Don't make me regret this. Good luck.
All right. Let's get to our ship. Now remember, this is just one location that you start from, which is kind of like a little kind of hub area. One of many, many, many. So our mission objective is to get to our ship. I love the layout. I love the menu system that you'll see a little bit later once we get into this a little bit more. If you look in your bottom right, you're going to see your health, your armor, your abilities, and of course your stamina. If you look at the bottom right. And again, I need to remind all of you, this was made by one person. All right, let's get in our ship. All right, here we go. Right now, we need to take off. So, there's also a third-person view. And yes, you can look around your ship as well. And you can switch between the two of them by pressing C. These are PC controls.
Landing gear retracted.
All right, now. And we are freaking flying. Look at this. Isn't this just, like, amazing? Like, I'm just so impressed with what one person has been able to, like, accomplish here. That's the city that we were talking about. It's a very, very small little city. But right now, we need to head up to leave the planet. And you can, I'm using the WASD keys, staying at 90 to get the best, now we're pressing shift to go into like kind of like hyperspeed there a little bit. And you get this really, really, really cool effect when you're leaving the planet. Hold thrusters. There you go. Look at
To start
that.
warp, first, open the scanner interface. Here you can see the locations to warp. Then set a target by clicking it. After choosing a target, close this interface, find your chosen target in space, and lock it. Alternatively, you can activate your ship's warp drive while you haven't selected a warp target yet. In this way, you can see the warp points in the system and you can choose your target manually.
See? There we go. Now they're showing up. Now we can actually select. So we can move in here a little bit, zoom in. We're heading to the mining station. Can move around, as you can see. There it is. We've set the target. Now we can exit. And then it tells us where it is. There it is. So now, when we're looking at it, it says middle mouse button to lock, so hold it in.
Calibration module activated.
It's going to calibrate.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
And then we're going to hold shift. And then we're going into warp. Pretty cool effect. You can even go outside of the ship. However, as of right now, I don't know how you can move the camera around during this, but you cannot. You can see that planet's getting a little closer. Here we are.
Are you here on scout mission? I specifically requested those with ships above SX4. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure you can complete this task with this floating junk.
Just show me where to
Don't
shoot.
rush. Let's make sure the ship is in good condition first, shall we? Let's start. Can you move right and left? Good. Let's see your hover thrusts.
Moving
Nice.
up and down.
Now give me some rolls. Now let's see if your turbo thrusters are in good shape. Not bad. Finally, let's try dodge moves. Your engine seems stable. Let's check your combat systems. Let's activate your weapons. I'm sending you a target with no shield, so you can easily destroy this target with your turrets. Now activate your turret's weapon group. Beautiful. Now let's try a target with shield. Activate your laser weapons. Not bad, but it is easy to hit stationary points. For dynamic targets, you should first lock it. Now lock the target I sent. Good. Since you're using a fighter-class ship, we need to check the pursuit systems as well. Let's try it now.
Shield recharging.
Try to use your lasers to shut down the target's shield. Good. Now switch your weapon group to one and destroy its hull.
Target destroyed.
Well done. I think you are good to go.
I guess you're the pilot who took the job. We have been seeing unusual activity in this asteroid field for a while. Unidentified scout ships patrolling the area. We want you to take care of them.
All right, so got some scout ships to take care of. Also, make sure that you are constantly saving as well. Every chance that you get. Sometimes you won't be able to save, but the game can crash a few times here and there. It's still a work in progress. It's in early access, so keep that in mind. But I just think it's so freaking cool. And you haven't even seen some of the coolest parts just yet, so just let's get to this scouting mission here and then continue on with this tutorial. Again, if you hit the Z button, hold it down, you can look around your ship.
Shield recharging. Target shield is down. Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Hey, these are just stealth ships. We need to find out why they're here. Give me a second. There's a station up ahead that was destroyed by an asteroid impact. I see a movement there. We need to find out what they're hiding there. Would you sneak up there and check it out?
I think the voice acting is actually pretty cool. That even though it's a text-to-speech type of AI that's working it, I mean, the fact is he didn't have to hire a single person to do voice work, and he was able to get this done. I mean, you can also change your weapon systems, so if you want like faster speed, then you can have faster, just like Elite Dangerous. If you want more weapons, then you can go weapons. If you want more shields, you can go shields. And that's all done with the left, right, down, and up keys on your keyboard. So I prefer to usually have a little bit more in the weapon department. But as you can see, you're gonna go automatically slower. So when you're trying to move from one place to another, reset and then go full on in your speed department. And as you can see now, we can go significantly faster.
I don't believe it. They set up a secret base here. Watch out. They shouldn't notice you, or they can destroy everything, including you. Try to get close.
Shield recharging.
Watch out. They set up turrets around. I see your ship as a coke perk. Use it now. Good. Now move slowly and don't fire any weapon, or they can locate you. We have to get into that building, but you can't get there with your ship. I know it's dangerous, but you have to leave the ship and neutralize those pirates. I will give you extra reward for that. I found a blind spot for your ship. You should leave your ship there and get off. I see you don't have any weapons on you. Let's find you some firearms. Give me a second. I found some weapons and ammunition there. Go and equip them before the encounter.
Look at how cool this is. Do you see what I'm saying, people?
Good. Now go to that platform and neutralize the pirates. Good job. Watch out, there's a drop. Send the bomber to destroy the evidence. Get back to your ship now. Don't stand still. You did a great job. Come to Axel. Your rewards are waiting for you.
Do you just see how, like, everything, it works really, really well. And I think if we would say that this was made by, like, a team, we would want it to be a little bit more polished and a little bit better. But considering the fact that it's made, again, as I've said previously, by one person, remember now, so we're traveling, so let's put all of our into there, and then when we hold shift, we're able to go significantly faster. And you see that little red mark coming down on the right side? That's kind of like your boost, and it needs to recharge, of course, so you'll only be able to sprint, essentially, for a little bit, let go of it, and then that is your normal speed when you're going forward. Of course, you do have to press the button, and it does recharge up slowly for you to be able to continue to go fast. Easy system to work. It's definitely a little bit more arcadey, but really cool.
You can toggle landing gear with the When the landing gear is deployed, align the ship and hover down as you approach the landing site.
Alright, so we're gonna land.
Landing gear deployed.
You get this camera that shows you where exactly you are, so that way when you're trying to land, it's a little bit smoother and easier. So here is the landing pad. Let you know when you're close. And you press V to get down. And there you go. All right, so we want to exit, so we're going to hit G. And just like that. This is a very little small station. I mean, it's just so cool.
Great job out there. Now any criminal will have to think twice before attempting to steal from us. I'm going to transfer the money to your account.
Thanks. Hey, I just noticed that robot head on the table over there. What's the story behind it?
This old thing. It's an old piece of junk I found in the remnants of an old battlefield. Come to think of it, it was right in the system on the moon 189-1. It turned out to be useless, though. I couldn't detect any signs of activity in it. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing much. It just looks oddly familiar. Since you're not using it, would you consider selling it to me?
Why are you so interested in it? It must be of some sentimental value. Here's a counteroffer. How about you take the head, and I keep the money I was going to pay you?
Is there any more you can tell me about it? What exactly did you get it from, and where are any more robot parts? Sheesh.
I've already mentioned where I found it. As for more parts, I could find none. But then again, I didn't stick around there too long. It's not exactly the safest of places. But if you want to risk going there, be my guest. I'd added the location to your scanner.
Thanks.
Just be aware, though, I'm not sure if you've ever been to an old battlefield. Those places can be a very dangerous maze. You never know what you're going to run into. I wouldn't go there alone if I were you.
Where can I find help?
Well, you're in luck. I just happen to be in a good mood today. It just so happens that I need to collect some things from that area. If you clear the area of any undesirables, I'll gather the drone parts for you, while I take care of my own business.
All right, then.
Great. Send me a signal when the area is cleared. Good luck.
All right, so we got our mission. I love how clear and everything looks. It's a little shiny, but... And you don't have to worry about helmets or anything like that. It will automatically put your helmet on when you exit. Go to the old war debris. And again, you can do this anywhere you want. And it just looks so good. I love the animations for it. Look at that animation for when you're going forward. I mean, how cool is that? It looks so good. All right, so we're back in. We're going to take off. Go to old war debris.
Landing gear retracted.
All right, so if we're going to go to old war debris, we need to hit T. We got Stargate, asteroid field, mining station. You can go to any of these places too, so. There's the mission. It's the one in purple. So we got that set. Now it will show up on there. Click the right mouse.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
I mean, how cool is it?
This place is more crowded than I expected. These salvagers, they don't warmly welcome you to do work in their area. That's why you should get rid of those salvagers first.
I don't know if I can save at this point. Let's see. No. Alright, here we go. We got some...
Weapons overheat.
There we go. So that's why we want, let it get underheat. I messed that up. I gotta wait till they... There we go.
Target shields down. Target destroyed. Target shields down.
Good.
Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
I'm coming in. Okay, let's start. Interesting. I'm getting signal from the head part. I think it's trying to redirect us to other parts. I was right. I already found the first part. I think it's a leg. We have company.
Shield recharging. Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
I found another one.
There's also pods that you can get, you know, like picking up scrap and stuff like that.
You are so dead.
It is not good. Hold them as long as you can. I will find the last part in a couple minutes.
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
What? Is this a capital ship?
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
I got you, you son of a bitch.
Civilian ship, leave this area. Now.
More capital ship. We need it. I don't think we should get involved. Get away. Stand still. Let's find the last one. Get out of here.
Target destroyed.
Okay, I got the last one. Let's leave this place as soon as possible.
Target destroyed. Calibration.
I think we got another one.
All right, so we finally made it out, and now we're
Someone
going.
who specializes in mechanics. A more than named Snap. He was working at Sonic Station in the Zonixter system.
Thank you for your help, sir.
Good luck to you. Exit out.
All right, so we need to head to the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So now what we get to do is go to another system. So we're going to go to Zonixar K1 system.
To use Stargates, you must first have a registered route. For this, first, open the Galaxy Atlas. Select a system and press Set Route.
All right. Galaxy Atlas. Set the system and press the route. All right, rebuilding a
Press H to
friend.
activate the mouse cursor and select the Stargate from the list in the right corner.
There we go.
When your permission is approved, a path will be drawn for you. When you follow this path to the end, Stargate sends you to the next system on the route.
Jump to next route.
Please approach to the jump point to start jump process.
Let's do this in first person, see how that kind of looks.
Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you. Destination reached.
Go to Zanixar. Okay. So we know we're here now. Got a Sonac station. We got a planet there. Let me make sure. Zon Axiar K1 system via Stargate and dock at Sonic Station. There's Sonic. Right, let me make sure it's the right spot. No, wrong one. No, I think that's right. There we go. Sonic Station.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Really cool. So now we're coming towards the end of the video, but before we end this video, we're going to show you what one of the big stations looks like. And there are just a bunch of different stations throughout this galaxy. I think I don't even remember exactly how many, but there's like thousands of stations and planets and or systems and stuff that you can go to. All right, so we need to dock at the station. So we can press H to open our cursor. Docking request.
Docking request granted. In order to use station services, please dock to the port reserved for you in the next minute.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go. Just like that, we're out here. And now we're going inside the station. And here we are inside our first big actual station. It says we need to take the elevator. And now we're at the ground floor. Look at this. There's actually people throughout, like, kind of just moving around and doing stuff. How cool is this? Wow, look at how big this station is.
This is the final boarding crew. Thank you.
How can I help?
I have a robot that has been cut into pieces. Can you put these pieces together and make them work?
Of course, that's what I do for a living. Let me see the pieces. Now that's a beautiful thing. It's been decades since I've seen a similar model. It must be more than 50 years old. Fascinating. Yes, I can do that, but it will cost you both time and money.
How much money and time?
Okay, if I should be repairing this guy, it will cost you something for sure. You need to understand that it's pretty hard to get the right spare parts, but I fear that without those, I won't be able to get him back to life. Now it depends on you. I could do that for you, but it will cost you a significant amount of TY, and it will take at least 2 hours. But I've got a proposal for you. Instead of paying me, you could do a small job for me, while I'm putting your robot back together. Otherwise, just pay me 600 TY, and come back later.
What is the job?
It is easy as I said. I have not been able to reach a friend for a while, who has been living on planet Zunvars. I want you to check him out for me.
Okay, I'll check him out.
Great. I'm adding the location of the place where he lived to his scanner. Please let me know as soon as you reach him.
Alright. And there you go. And so now, our objective, if you remember, is that planet that we saw earlier. So we would go there, land on the planet, and then we can continue, you know, the story from there. It's a huge story. I think there's a lot of tutorial missions to kind of get you into the game a little bit, and then after that it opens up where you can start doing missions like bounty hunting or mining and stuff like that. So how cool is this? I mean, this is kind of like Star Citizen a lot, even though this is made by one person with very, very little money. But I'm just so impressed with what they've been able to accomplish. Yeah, there are bugs. The game crashed on me. It's crashed a few times. You know, obviously, early access, those things that you can understand. But I think you can get it for really, really cheap right now, like about $20 if you want to check it out. There's these different things. You can see the menu systems and how they are. You have a market, so all the stuff, if you have anything you can sell, and whatnot. I think it's pretty cool. Now, as far as the menu system, if you bring up I, you can go into you got your home screen here, cargo. I mean, I love the UI. I think the UI looks really, really cool. You got your character menu, your different weapons that you have equipped on you, shotgun, pistol, the different suits that you can get, your talents. Then you've got your ship, where you can upgrade it, select different perks for your ship, weapons, probes, cargo, if that's what you want to do, like the different cargo that you have. If you picked up anything along your travels, you can sell it, contacts, people you've gotten to know, the guilds, Freelancer Guild, Mercenary, Bounty Hunters Guild, and this is where you can accept missions and contracts and all that type of stuff. Right now we only have just this because it's kind of like the tutorial mission and stuff like that. Galaxy Web, you have your guides, diplomacy, tells you what sections you're in. Then you have your video tutorials with all the
Each ship has different perks.
different tutorials that you have, so if you need any help playing, there's plenty of that as well. This guy has thought of everything, and I think he's done a great job. So let me know what you think of the game in the comments below. Again, this is SpaceBourne 2. It is on Steam now. You can check it out if you want. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.